It's now time for On Cape from the newsroom of the Cape Cod Times in Hyannis, Massachusetts. And today we're talking about a teen repellent that's called the Mosquito. It's an interesting story. And joining us from the Cape Cod Times is Sean Gonsalves. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Leslie.
I had never heard of this. What is the Mosquito?
A Mosquito is this piece of technology. It's like a little speaker box. And Marjorie and Sparrow and Bob Sparrow, her husband, who owned this hot chocolate sparrow down here, they heard it on the NPR, the show about a year ago, where it emits this frequency that you have to be between the ages of 12 and 25 to hear, apparently. Apparently, as you get older, I mean, this isn't really a surprise, I guess, if you think about it, but as you get older, certain frequencies are inaudible to older people. And so it plays this frequency, and it only extends out about 30 to 50 feet, they say. They play it for a few minutes, and apparently it drives teenagers crazy, and it drives them away.
Because it's an unpleasant sound.
Right, the screeching sound, kind of like nails on a chalkboard, I guess. I mean, I may look a little young, but I'm too old to hear it. I can't hear it. It could be playing right now.
I couldn't hear it either, Sean. What's the point? To keep, I assume they want business, so when do they turn this thing on?
They do. They say that they only turn it on after 11 when they close, and they're there for about an hour afterwards. This parking lot is a hangout spot for teenagers after hours sometimes. Police have said that they've had as many as 3 dozen teenagers hanging out. They've had some incidences of vandalism and things like that. So the owners claim that they haven't used it in a few months, but they play it at night just to keep people away after hours. And apparently, it doesn't project into the store, and it doesn't affect young ears or older ears. So, but here on the Cape, it's one of these stories that I'm sure people will talk about because it sort of adds to this, what young people would say is this unfriendly environment. There's a couple of towns on Cape where things close between 1 and 3, whether it's off-road vehicles or hanging out, there always seems to be this effort to shoo people along. Although the Cape Cod Mall says, hey, we want you guys to come hang out in the mall, of course.
They're not going to put up a Mosquito. Is it legal? What does the police department have to say about it?
Well, the police department was surprised. Apparently it is legal. The company that makes it, Kids Be Gone, they say that it has no harmful effects. The Orleans police chief actually said he knew nothing about it, but that it helped explain why they weren't getting as many calls to the parking lot at night.
Kids Be Gone is the company.
That's right. They're out of England.
That's interesting. And so adults wouldn't even know when the thing is turned on. They have to ask a group of teenagers.
Right. And this technology, it kind of, it's a two-edged sword. Kids may get annoyed by it, but on the other hand, apparently there's these cell phone ringtones that you can download, young people can download, that only they can hear ring. So
isn't that convenient? So the parents don't even know when the phone's ringing.
Yep.
We're getting old, Sean.
That's what it is.
It's a very interesting story. We thank you for joining us.
All right, thanks.
And you can read more about this or other articles in today's Cape Cod Times on the web at capecodonline.com.